Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 75 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. We've just finished our war with Spain, took a little bit more land from them in Italy. I think I might actually leave those guys there. And these aren't bad forts to have, but we certainly want to go ahead and turn all of our forts off at the moment because they are quite expensive otherwise. So we'll go ahead and mothball all the forts. Then we might actually save some money. We'll also go and put the military maintenance down. It's going to cost us a fortune anyway, because we are trying to reinforce, even though we've got no manpower. Not really bothered about their opinion of me, but that is fine. More conversions to do. So we can't really do much for a little while. We need to wait for manpower to recover and sort some of our armies out. But I've been having a little bit of a think about this particular campaign and where I want to go with it. At the moment, oh yeah, I've got this guy here still taking massive amounts of attrition. Let's go ahead and split you up. I've been trying to have a think about where I want to go with this campaign. As I've said before, this is my first campaign as the Ottomans. And I think I've done quite well. And, you know, I haven't played optimally. I do understand that totally. Has not been an optimal playthrough of the Ottomans. But I have really enjoyed it, and that's the important thing. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do next and how much longer I want to keep playing this particular campaign. And my main reasons for that is, first of all, and I had said this previously. I'm just going to put the army maintenance back up again because we're about to get a rebellion. I've never actually completed a game of EU4. That's to say, I've never actually got to the end date, which is sometime in, I think it's January 1821. I've never actually got there. So part of me wants to sort of play on until I hit that particular... So you need to split in half as well. Part of me wants to play on until I actually hit that number. But then another part of me wants to start something new. Now, I know one series I was doing before that people were particularly interested in was playing as the Native Americans. Now, I'd be very interested in doing that again, especially now that they've actually gone and changed the way westernisation works. I think that would be a really interesting one to pursue. However, my concern with that is that if I was to change to start doing a new series now, that I'd be halfway through it when the next DLC or patch comes out, which might break the save. So I'm tempted to sort of hold on until the next one comes along and then go and start from scratch there, but I really don't know. Do we have a CB against you? Well, we've got an Imperialism CB, so we could just go and instantly grab Persia, I suppose. So we'll move an army down there anyway. We'll keep trying to do the rest of these cores. We are still losing money. So we'll keep working on all of the... Let's do a Coptic one, actually. Let's try and sort of balance it around a bit, because we did have some Shia zealots, which might start to drop down as time goes on. Military access from the Papal State. No, I don't want to help you conquer bits of Spain. So I wonder where you're actually trying to get to. And also, the Netherlands is now stuck down here now, just sat around taking attrition for no particular reason. Well, always the mercantilism. So that is a 14-4-14. That's a perfect stack. That is a 13-4-14. So at some point, we obviously lost ourselves a infantry there. I know we did have a couple of little... one stacks that I separated for the purposes of sieges that did go ahead and get themselves destroyed. You are in a similar position. In fact, I want to bring you home because you are a very nice... well, I mean, I can teleport the general round, but I'm just going to bring you home anyway. Let's make sure we keep mothballing all of these heavies as soon as they're done. Now, again, we can already invest in the next military tech. I'm almost tempted to take another military idea group. The speed at which we're doing this... Well, we could focus admin, I suppose. Because we are further behind on admin and we are doing a bit of coring. Let's actually focus admin now. It doesn't really change our... the amount of... Let's move them all to here. It doesn't actually change the amount of military points we're getting, but... So all of you, apart from the one that's mothballed, go and group together. Move over there. There's another one, actually. Do we have all 10 of them yet? And we do. Group together. One of you is mothballed. I'd love to know which one is the mothballed one. You're the mothballed one. I want to select all the ones that aren't mothballed. Let's assume that you're the mothballed one. There we go. And then mothball you up and then group you all together. Fantastic. Lost another advisor. It's the admin guy. Definitely like to reduce that national unrest. Yeah, I think we might just go and just spend a lot of it boosting up some manpower. We'll just take the chance of gaining the unrest. I'm not all that concerned if I do. Another conversion we can do. Let's work on another Catholic one. Is there anywhere else we'd like to particularly bump up the manpower? Let's go and sort of even it out here a little bit. Just trying to spend through some of that military power. Now, I'm still not making a lot of money. Fort maintenance is high, I will give it that. Do we need all of these forts down here? In all honesty? Do we have any more forts down here? Can't even see where the ones are that we have. There is a fort map mode somewhere. Which one is it? Let's go and have a look. Fort level, there we go. So we've got fort map mode. These ones aren't ours, so we don't need to worry about those. These are both forts. We really don't need them. No, they're outdated anyway, so we might as well get rid of both. So goodbye to those forts. This fort in Aleppo is kind of redundant now. It's also out of date. This fort is also out of date, so might as well get rid of it. This fort is also out of date. Let's get rid of that. Not particularly useful. These ones I do want to keep, although they do need upgrading. So the ones around Austria. We don't need, like, double forts there. I know we only recently built that one, but let's go and get rid of that one, and that one's up to date. That'll save us a little bit of money. So that'll certainly help out. So how much are we losing now? Not quite as much. We are still reinforcing, of course. We still need 20,000 men, 21,000 men to fully reinforce. And our trade fleet is slowly rebuilding. As that gets closer to its maximum number, we'll start making more money. We've also got that last core. Again, we are overextended. That doesn't help with making money either. I will go ahead and reduce the army maintenance once these rebel uprisings have gone. Those sheer zealots are still likely to pop. Actually, no. I think that's going to go away now, to be honest. Yep, 0.0. So let's just wait until December, see if that goes down from 90 to 80. And it does. So now we can probably safely go and... what happened there? Did our ruler just die? That's annoying. Let's put the army maintenance down. As usual. Actually, I can afford to boost stability up to 3, actually. There we go. And decisions available again. So the extra missionary strength, reduced national unrest, yearly prestige, and cheaper missionary strength, cheaper tech costs. Do we need these policies on right now? I guess having the military ones running isn't that bad. Reduced land attrition. I mean, we're making so much military points, so many military points anyway. Might as well have them policies on. Hostile core creation honours, diplomatic relations. We don't really need that. We don't really need any of that. The thing is with a lot of these policies is they're not really worth turning on just to, because you have to leave them on for a certain number of years. So, like, if you click it, it should tell you, we'll lose the piety and gain the money. Policy must be enacted for at least 10 years. It says at least 10, but it should be 10 years. So, yeah, you can't really just turn it on, do something, and then turn it off again. You've got to be in it for the long haul, really. Admin power and missionary strength or prestige. Well, prestige is pretty good, so we'll go for the admin power because we're a little bit low there. Actually starting to regain some manpower now. You are over your limit. You have an extra cav and an extra... let's go and break that off. You have an extra cav and you have an extra cannon for some reason. So let's just go ahead and move you over to Zeta. You are missing a cav and a cannon, but you have an extra infantry. So let us go and... Losing the money to get base tax is quite nice. Let's lose the extra infantry. And this is going to be a little bit of a shuffle around. Probably a little bit of a pointless shuffle around, but we'll do it anyway. So you guys are going to get on the boats. You're going to drop off onto there. So I'm just trying to get my stacks back up to... you know, something like what they should be. So we'll drop you off, and then we want the 1 stack of infantry. You're going to get on the boat, and that boat's going to go and drop you off over there. So that'll be 2 stacks sorted out. This is about as much micromanagement as I generally like to do in this game, to be fair. Okay, so now everything's sorted, but we do have a... Oh no, are you actually over now? No, 14, 4 and 14, that's fine. So you guys are sorted out. But there are the ones down here that are short, but you're short because you lost a guy at some other point. You're at the right size. You are down in infantry. There we go, that's fine. And we could still have another couple of stacks, but we'll wait until we've got more manpower back, and we'll wait until we've got a bit more money in the bank. So yeah, I guess what I need to do now is to do my research into the next expansion and see if I can find out roughly when that's going to be released, because I don't want to start a new game right before the new expansion comes out. A lot of the time it's fine, but depending on the changes they make, sometimes it does actually stop the old save game working, or the save game does work, but there are problems like crashing and glitches and things that are a little bit weird. So I might have to sort of stop and have a think about that. I mean, I am really enjoying this game. And sure, if I was to play as the Ottomans again, if I was to start this game again, I would probably do things a little bit differently. And yeah, I probably would be much bigger than I am right now. But as I said, this is my first time playing the Ottomans. And... I don't play to min-max. I don't play... I've never made a claim to be a good player, let alone a brilliant player. So you shouldn't ever be watching my Let's Plays and expecting me to be absolutely amazing. I certainly try to teach a little bit. I know I don't understand all of the mechanics, but I understand most of them quite well. And I try to make other people understand how they work as best I can. But at the same time, I'm not going to say, watch me, I'm brilliant, I'm the master of this game. Because I'm not. I've never made that claim at all. Yeah, we'll take that for the tax. New Air. 542 sounds good to me. So, yeah, we are making money again now. We're not at full maintenance, but yeah, it's a decent amount of money. We don't have any loans. I'm guessing we can't adopt the institution yet. We're nearly there, actually. I get the feeling it's going to be very, very expensive. The embracement cost is going to be reduced quite a lot by our prestige and being a great power, so that'll be nice. Still don't know why you're stuck down here, Netherlands. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, Papal State didn't actually take anything from Spain, so we should definitely be able to take some more from Spain later on. Because we will be able to go to war with them again. And we got another province from Austria, and we got some land from the Commonwealth, so we are sort of biting into people. Almost tempting to declare war on the Great Horde. So, I mean, Muscovy will come in to defend them. But we can probably handle them on our own and just feed them to Crimea. In the meantime, though, we've got Persia going on down here. Have you got any allies, Persia? You haven't got any allies at all. That's unfortunate. Let's go down here and declare a war on you. And then I'm just going to march straight in there. I know I'm not at full maintenance, and I know I don't have a leader, and I know I'm marching into the mountains, but I got 10 to 1 numbers, so it was always going to be a instant stat wipe. If you've got if you attack with an army with 10 to 1 numbers, it's an instant stat wipe regardless of the stats. So 30 versus 3, instant wipe. They've only got like they've got more than one province actually. I thought that was their only province, but they've got these ones as well. Well, that's fine. I'm not bothered about that. They're not going to be able to do anything with the units that they've got, even if I'm not at full maintenance. I don't think I'll be able to get to Kerman. In fact, I don't know if I want Kerman because I won't be able to core it. So we'll take these 3 provinces and we'll leave them with that. Gujarat's actually expanded quite well. Bahamnis is doing quite good. Sindh is doing quite well. Sindh might be another target on the list at some point in the near future. Ethiopia, of course, is now... Ethiopia has rebels, actually, but that's not my problem. They've got Coptic zealots. These guys down here, Baganda, they're quite isolated, aren't they, in that little sort of area there. Look at all these conversions going. Past the Abolition of Slavery Act. And what does that give us? Less missionary strength, but cheaper tech cost. Sure. More provinces we can convert. Let's do that. So, a lot of the trade goods just changed. All of the places that were trading slaves are now trading, like, wool and other stuff, which is fine. Because the value of slaves goes down as the game goes on anyway. Oh, Crimea once again down here, already sieged out this province. Gotta love Crimea. Never fail to come and help out Crimea. Which is why I really want to give them a little bit more land. Did our ruler just die? I think our ruler just died. Oh well, let's go ahead and end this war. We should be able to take all 3 of those provinces from you. And any money you've got. 21 ducats. Wow. Let's go ahead and put you guys there. If you had a leader with some maneuver, then we wouldn't have to worry about the about that. Make some cores. Keep bumping my stability. I do like being high stability though, so we'll boost that up again. Can't believe how quickly we're getting through rulers and heirs at the moment. These Coptic ones are going to take forever, so we'll concentrate on the Catholic ones for the time being. But that's another war over and done with. We didn't even put our maintenance up for that one. Now, what about these guys? Are you allied with somebody? You are not allied with anybody. Do I have a CB? We have a Regency Council. What? We do have a Regency Council, and our heir is only 11. And we've got no consort either, which is disappointing. If we'd have had a consort, the consort will actually take over in the event of the heir being too young. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a while now before we can declare this war. Because I'd love to just declare a war against Mazab and grab their 1 remaining province. What about our trade fleet? How are you doing? Could definitely get some more ships in there. Are we over our naval force limit yet? No, quite a way off it actually. And we've got enough money and enough manpower to be able to get ourselves some more 32 stacks. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do one at a time. Disloyal Estates, which is the Umera, which isn't helping the manpower recovery speed, but that's fine. We'll leave it as it is. Looks like Florida is not doing too well. That's a shame, Spain. Really sorry to hear that, man. Things not going too well for you. What is Ulm doing all the way down here? It's quite interesting. You're black flagged, but you're in a very weird position. Intervene in a war between great powers, which is Muscovy versus the Commonwealth, Sweden, Oldenburg, and Vinland. So I'd actually come in on the side of Muscovy. Do I really want to fight the Commonwealth and Sweden? No, not really. Well, I just decided not to entertain Austria's claim for greatness. Austria are no longer considered a great power. So who are the great powers now? Still us at the top by a long shot, followed by Spain, France, the Commonwealth, Bermanis is even a great power. Scotland is a great power. Muscovy and the Netherlands. Wow. Do I want to pay 800 ducats for 20 army tradition? Yes, yes I do. And I bet I'm still nowhere near 100. Army tradition, 83.0. It's not terrible though. It's not too bad at all. So that 32 stack is together. And we can only have 10 more, so we're not going to get another stack. But that's pretty much sorted out those guys for now. Spain are getting a little bit smaller. Would like to take the rest of Spanish Italy from them. If we get the opportunity to do that. And the rest of Africa, of course. But of course, now we're stuck in this annoying Regency Council. For another, what, 4 years. How are things with France? They still like us. Improved relations. Has dropped a fair bit, actually. Let's go ahead and bump that back up again. Netherlands. We might as well keep topping it off while we're not using our diplomats for anything else. And we will do another conversion. So, with that said, we've now got to wait on the Regency Council to go away so we can declare more wars. And I'm going to have a think about how much longer I'm going to keep this series running. Because, to be honest, as with all YouTube series, the longer they run, the fewer and fewer people watch. But I'm actually quite surprised because EU4 is still my most watched series at the moment. I've got more people watching EU4 than I've got watching Civilization 6. Even though Civilization 6 is a newer game and the current campaign is only sort of, 20 videos in. This is 70 videos in and people are still watching it. But I do think there's got to be a limit. I don't want it to end up being another 100 video campaign like the old... I can't remember whether it was the old France one or the old England one. But one of the previous EU4 campaigns I did got up to 100 videos, and I'm not necessarily sure I want it to do that again. So I would like to start a new campaign. But I will have a think about what I'm going to do with that. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying this playthrough as the Ottomans. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.